94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So yesterday, a buddy of mine, he gives me a call, wants to go have a couple of beers, right? He's having a rough day. His girlfriend broke up with him. Now, they've been going out for about a little over a year, right? So, I think it's about the time things are starting to get serious. Well, she breaks up with him. Now, let me give you a little idea of what's going on. She's been divorced a couple of years, but she was married to like a millionaire, like a rich guy in town, multi-millionaire, right? So she's used to a certain lifestyle, okay? And she's not a bad person. She's really a great person. She's just used to a certain lifestyle financially. That doesn't mean she's a jackass. It doesn't mean anything other than she's used to that lifestyle, and that's how she wants to live, okay? Now, my buddy, he's like some sort of like a manager, but like he oversees, like in his company, he oversees the whole state, I think, or whatever his company throughout the whole, I don't know what you call that offhand. But so he doesn't do bad himself. He's gone a lot though. He works out of town, has to go to different places. Regional manager. Yeah, regional manager or something, right? So, it worked out great for the last year because she's still getting back. She's still got a kid who's getting ready to leave for college. So she was the kid was still in school. He was around, so she had stuff to do. Well, now, her kid's going off to college. It's just her. She's starting to look at my buddy, and he's not the one. But so he's a little bummed out about it. But I don't think he really understands. I tried to tell him yesterday, hey, dude, it was great. You guys had a great time. I get it, but you could never afford her. And it's not like he's poor, but she just is used to a lifestyle, going on trips, doing different things, spending lots of money on purses and whatever, and my buddy's not that guy. And he could be that guy, but financially, it's just not in the cards. He doesn't have that bank account, which I tried to tell him, look, bro, you just can't afford her. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with the fact that, she wants what she wants and you can't afford what she wants. That doesn't make her a gold digger. It doesn't make you a bad person. It's just what it is. People are different. When you're dating, you guys need to understand. If you can afford somebody, stop trying. Go date who you can afford, so you don't have issues down the road like this. I think my buddy was falling in love. I think she may have even been falling in love, but you know what I'm saying? So a little bit of advice for you guys. When you're out there dating, date who you can afford, okay? Because it's not going to work long term. And then you're going to fall in love, and then you're going to be all brokenhearted. Oh my God, she's such a gold digger. No, she wasn't. She wanted a certain lifestyle, and you couldn't afford it. You never should have been there in the first place, or at least understand it's not going to last forever. Romeo, it's out 94.1. Out 94.1, the rhythm of the valley is Romeo, a friend of mine. I guess his girlfriend broke up. Well, his girlfriend broke up with him. Just because, they're different lifestyles. He was kind of, financially, he couldn't afford her. Okay, her lifestyle, he couldn't afford. Not that he was some broke guy. She just had a more expensive lifestyle than he could really afford. Which, okay, you had a good run, bro. I get it. The problem is, the problem with him was he fell in love, right? He fell in love all of a sudden. She might have even been in love with him as well. But people want certain things out of life, right? And unfortunately, sometimes you cannot provide those things, right? Hey, Rome, 842-547-7. Hey, Rome, your buddy's probably better off. He doesn't need that gold digger anyway. She's just going to make him broke. Well, exactly. She would have broke him. I wouldn't call her a gold digger. I would just say she wants a certain lifestyle. But why? Here's the thing when it comes to money, okay? Money can't buy you happiness, right? That's what they always say, but hey, broke people ain't happy, bro. I hate to be the ones to tell you this because I've been broke and it is not fun. But you have to understand, look at all of the things, and this is what I was trying to explain to him. Because he kind of felt the same way about, well, it's over money. I said, well, but that's the lifestyle she wants. She wants a bigger house than you live in. And he lives in a beautiful home, It's just not as big as the home that she lived in, or lives in now. Actually, she got the home in her divorce. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you guys will sit here and pick and choose of the things you want from a relationship, right? Oh, I want a guy that will communicate with me. I want somebody who's loving and caring and respects me. And I want a woman who can cook or clean, or you guys all have these different standards of what you want out of a relationship, the type of person you want. Why is it so unreasonable to say, you know what? I want to live a certain lifestyle financially. I want to be able to go on vacation 2 or 3 times a year. I want to have a house in Bakersfield and a house over at Pismo. I want to whatever. I want to buy $5,000 purses or $10,000 handbags or whatever that may be. I want to go out to nice restaurants. Why? Okay. If that's the lifestyle you want, what is wrong with that? How is that any different than any other thing that you guys want out of the person you're dating or the prospective future wife or husband or whatever? I want a man that's got a good job. Well, okay. How is financial stability any different than any other characteristic or any other thing that you want from a potential spouse or a potential mate or a potential partner, however you want to put it? Why? All right, 842-5477. My buddy, he could buy a beautiful home in Rosedale, the upper end Rosedale. Can he afford a home in, I don't know, Seven Oaks maybe? Or afford one of these bigger houses way out off of Stockdale? No, he can't. But he can still provide a nice lifestyle where you don't have to worry about money within reason. And there's a girl out there that will want that, will like that. There's a girl out there that doesn't want a $10,000 handbag. And you just got to find that one. They're all over the place. But don't get caught up in the fact that, you have to date what you can afford. And you guys, until you understand that, I don't know how to help you. 842-5477. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, a friend of mine, her girlfriend broke up with him. And it's a real simple reason. The lifestyle that she wants to live, he just can't afford. She was married before to some millionaire guy who, you know how those guys roll. And he, he's just not a millionaire. He's like half a millionaire, 100,000-aire. He does well, very well for himself, but not, multi-millionaire status, So they ended up breaking up, and he's bummed out about it. It went out for over a year or so. I think he was in love with her. But, it ran its course. It is what it is. So, but to avoid that, why don't you guys understand? You got to date what you can afford. You got to get involved with women that you can afford, that want, you can't afford the $1 million home in wherever, pick your nice part of Bakersfield, but you can afford the $500,000 home in the nice part of Bakersfield. Go find that woman. Why would you not understand that? All right, 842-5477. You guys, sometimes you look at the wrong things when you're dating. And then when it doesn't work out, you're upset. Well, you chose the wrong one to begin with. Okay? There are a few things that are major sticking points when it comes to dating. Financial situation is one of them. Probably one of the most important, if not the most important. All right, 842-5477. Hey, good morning, Romeo. Sounds like your buddy dodged a bullet. Yes, a lucky man because he has no kids at home. She don't need a secure place for him. So the streets are calling her true colors come out, it always happens. No, you're 100% wrong about that. You're 100% wrong about this woman. You got to remember, he's been dating this woman for over a year, I think about 18, 19 months. I've known this woman, okay? He's my friend. I've known her for the last 18. You're 100% wrong. Certain people like a certain lifestyle, okay? Now, let me tell you this. And this is Raider Rob who sent me this. I know Raider Rob likes to ride Harley Davidsons, okay? Harley Davidsons are not cheap motorcycles. Now, Raider Rob, what if you dated a woman that said, you know what? I don't like motorcycles, Raider Rob. I don't want you riding one. If we're going to be in a relationship and we're going to get married, I don't want you riding a motorcycle. One, they're unsafe and they cost too much money. Your perspective on that is going to be, I'm not going to date this woman. She's not into the same thing that I'm into, okay? That's the same thing with my buddy's ex. She wants to go to trips to Greece where, her ex-husband could take her. Now, my buddy can't afford that. And if he did, he couldn't afford to go to, somewhere else in 3 months. Or he couldn't afford to buy a house in Bakersfield and a house somewhere else for vacation. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. And there's nothing wrong with that. She's not a gold digger. She just has a lifestyle that she wants. And she needs to find the guy that could provide that lifestyle for her. You guys seem to, I know why it is. It's because we don't have any money. That's why you do it, because you have no money. You don't have that type of money. So you think somebody who wants to live that lifestyle is a shallow, materialistic jackass. They could be the greatest person in the world, and she really is a great person. She's very nice, very kind, very fun, very down to earth, but she wants a certain lifestyle. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. So, Raider Rob, you're wrong. It's just you guys have all picked and choosed and determined to say, you know what? Money doesn't mean anything in a relationship. Money does mean a lot in a relationship. It changes a relationship, sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. But it's still a major factor. RD4254707. It's out of the 4.1. Out of the 4.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. RD4254707. So, a buddy of mine, his girlfriend broke up with him. It was just because financial reasons. I mean, she was married before to a multimillionaire. He's not a multimillionaire. He's, makes decent money, real good money, actually. But I mean, she wanted a different lifestyle. He couldn't really afford it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think a lot of you guys go out with women that you can't afford. You can't afford their lifestyle or what they want. And then you get caught in a situation and all of a sudden you're crying about how she spends too much money or she's a gold digger and you're over here, going broke, when the reality is you never should have been going out with her to begin with. Date what you can afford. RD4254707. Romeo, yeah, but she also knew what she was getting into and stuck around for 18 months. Well, absolutely. But it doesn't mean that she had always planned on being with him forever. Maybe, she broke it off before it got more serious. Because I know he was in love with her. At least I believe he was. But 18 months is what? About the honeymoon phase ending? Is that when things start to get serious? Looks like she broke it off before it got serious to the point where he was going to really get hurt. You can't blame some woman for coming out of a marriage and wanting to try something new. You guys do it all the time. Why can't she? She wants to date somebody different than what she was married to. Okay, get it out of your system. Now she's got to find that guy who can afford that lifestyle that she wants, that maybe it's, different than her ex-husband, or maybe it's another guy like her ex-husband. I don't know. But the math adds up. So you're 18. I see what you're saying with the 18 months, but the math adds up. About 18 months in, things start to get real serious. And so she knew to get out because he wasn't going to be able to give her financially what she wanted. nothing wrong with that. RD4254 7 to 7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. RD4254 7 to 7. I was telling you about a friend of mine. His girlfriend broke up with him. Basically, it was financial reasons. I mean, her lifestyle was very, very expensive. She's lived it for a long time, and he couldn't afford it. But, they had a good run. They had a good time. I think it was about 18 months or so they went out. About when things started to get serious, probably. She broke it off because she's got to find, who can afford her lifestyle. And my buddy's a little bent over it. I mean, he's a little upset over it, but he understands, I should say. He does understand because they were come from two different financial situations, which is something that you guys need to understand, and you don't. And then when it doesn't work out or you go through a miserable life of fighting over money, you have a miserable life fighting over money when the fact of the matter is you probably never should have got together to begin with. All right? Because you were dating someone that you couldn't afford. All right? It's just like women dating somebody who doesn't have a job and then getting mad because they never get a job. Pick whatever scenario that you want. Money matters. And a lot of you guys, for some reason, don't understand that. All right, 84254 7 to 7. Hey, Rome, based on what you're saying love doesn't matter anymore. It's just about a financial situation. How good of a relationship can that be? That's not at all what I'm saying. Love does matter. But from the beginning, you're not in love. When you start dating somebody, you're not in love with them. Or when you have this dating pool of men or women that you're trying to decide who's going to be the right one for you, who's going to be the one you want to settle down with, who's going to be the one you want to have babies with, who's going to be the one you want to marry. You're not in love with them. All of that comes later. What I'm saying is your thought process should be my dating pool and this is just for men because this is my buddy who's going through. My dating pool should be women that are in my price range, that I can afford, that are okay with these types of restaurants, that are okay with living in these types of neighborhoods, that are okay with me driving this type of car, or they're okay with their type of car, they're okay with their type of wardrobe, or whatever cost money. You need to date women that fit within your budget. And if they're okay with that, and they're happy with your budget, you're not going to have the same problems when it comes to finances down the line. Love has nothing to do with any of that because you're not in love yet. You're just dating. This is the stupidity. There is no such thing as a soulmate. Okay, you're not some welder in the oil field right now, and your soulmate is some billionaire's daughter who flies on private jets to the grocery store. Okay, that's not real. You get to choose who you marry. You get to choose who you date. You get to choose who you fall in love with. Okay? So fall in love with somebody within your budget. Date women within your budget. You will have less problems that way. Okay? Nobody's telling you. I mean, when I was in college, I dated a couple girls that were way, way, way out of my league. And when I say out of my league, I say financially out of my league. I mean, one girl, her dad was an investment broker, owned some sort of investment house. This guy was a multi-millionaire. I mean, but she was a party girl. So we went out for a few months. I was never going to be able to afford her. Now she's married to some rich stockbroker or some rich somebody right now. I would have never been able to afford that lifestyle ever. But I knew that because I'm smarter than you. But it doesn't mean you can't date, have a good time. It just means when you guys start to look at what's going on in your life and when you're going to settle down, most of you can't differentiate. Most of you can't go, you know what? I'm never going to be able to afford that girl, but I'm going to keep going out with her and fall in love with her and then marry her. And then all we're going to do is fight about money because she spends too much. When the reality was, no, you couldn't afford her to begin with. So don't date out of that dating pool. Date out of the dating pool you can afford. All right, 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's hot 94.1. 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
Good morning.
Good morning. You're calling number 29. Congratulations.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
All right. So let's see here. What's your name?
Alicia?
Alicia, we got tickets for you to go to Magic Mountain to check out the Holiday in the Park, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. For the first time, I did not forget to give away tickets. I got more tickets on the way, though. I got movie passes. I got tickets to Magic Mountain, the Holiday in the Park. So we'll make sure we get to all of that. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley is Romeo. RD4254-7-7. Hey, Rome, what's up? What's up, Romeo? Hey, where are you watching the Bills game at tonight? What's tonight? Thursday? Who the Bills play? Houston? Probably at home. I mean, is that a game worth going out to see? I mean, aren't the Bills just going to win that game? Although, you know what? They got to have the stupidest people on ESPN. Now, let me preface this, though. When I'm at the gym, ESPN is on. So there's no sound. I just look up every once in a while, and I see a headline on the screen, what they're talking about. And I see some of the stupidest headlines sometimes. Like, I think the one I saw today was about the Bills, that the Bills, are the Bills even going to make the playoffs? Have the Cowboys turned it around? I'm like, the Cowboys still suck. They beat the Raiders. Okay, first of all, you beat probably the second worst team in the NFL. And the next day, on what's supposed to be the most knowledgeable people on the planet to talk about football, their conversation is, have the Cowboys turned it around? You beat the Raiders, first of all. Now, if you beat the Eagles, maybe we'll have a different conversation. Maybe. And then the Bills. Aren't the Bills one of the best teams in the NFL right now, or in the AFC? I think the Bills aren't they the most likely to go to the Super Bowl? They definitely have more playoff experience than anybody else that's leading their divisions right now. And the Bills may not be leading their division. It may be the Colts or somebody. But what kind of stupid are these people talking about? I mean, are they that desperate for shock value conversation that they that's what your oh no, it's the New England Patriots that are leading the Bills by 2 games. But the Bills make the playoffs. They're the 5th seed. Are the Bills going to make the playoffs? They're the 5th seed. Like, what kind of stupid are these people talking about? I don't know. And like I said, I got to preference that by saying I only see the headlines, so I don't know what the conversation actually is. Maybe they're all geniuses, and I'm 100% wrong, okay? But my God, when you look up and see that, you're like, okay. RD4254-7-7. But back to your question, the Texans and the Bills, I'll probably watch it at home. I don't think that's really a game worth watching, right? The Bills are probably going to go out and smack them in the face, I would guess. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. RD4254-7-7. What did you send me here? Hey, you up and cheese fan? I'm still sad the Raiders lost. We lost in yeah, I mean, you should be understanding that the Raiders lost because the Raiders suck. Let's just be honest about it. RD4254-7-7. But yeah, really, you don't know what's going to happen in football. You really don't. You just, you guys live week to week because you got your life to do. So yeah. So as far as tonight's game goes, I don't know. The Bills are good, right? The Bills are going to beat the Texans. Is that right? The Bills should beat the Texans. Are they in the same division? Hold on. I don't think they are. Yeah, they're not. So the Bills should beat Houston's in the AFC South. Yeah. I would think the Bills would beat the Houston Texans. I don't even know the game because I have other stuff to do. It's Romeo. It's out at 4.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, good morning. What's going on?
Top of the morning, Mr. Romeo.
What up, brother? What's going on?
Man, Mr. Romeo, I'm right here with like 3 burritos, man, going out the door, man. You know, we're about to clock out around 11. Stumble out of the trap house around noon. You know what I'm saying, man? Probably get yelled at when I walk in the door because it's Little
man.
Friday.
All right, man. Hey, stay out of trouble, all right?
Man, we're going to be at the sand trap, man. You know, with the scallywags.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Top of the morning.
The sand trap. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, RD4254777. Hey, Rome, I've been a Raider fan my whole life. I'm not surprised that they suck. Why are so many Raider fans surprised by this? Raider fans aren't surprised by this. I have been dealing with Raider fans in Bakersfield for almost 30 years now. And believe it or not, the Raider fans have become a lot more reasonable about their team. They're not as excitable. They're not as delusional. They realize what the team has become. And I have to disagree. I don't think many Raider fans are surprised that they suck. I think they all kind of have conceded the fact. The ones that are stupid and delusional and excitable now are the Cowboy fans. The Cowboy fan is the new Raider fan. That's what's going on. The Cowboy fans are the dumbasses, and they just can't let it go that their team sucks. But like I said, Jerry Jones has phenomenal at what he's done. He is the biggest con man in the history of con men, or the biggest cult leader. Romeo, it's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, good morning. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo, when are you going to play your #1 hit? Your Raiders Christmas song. That's the #1 hit. I'm ready for this new year.
I forgot the holidays are here. Yep, the holidays are here.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
New year. Let's see what happens next year.
All right, man.
All right, have a good one.
All right. Oh, the holiday spirit. Let's get in the holiday spirit. Romeo, it's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, good morning. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Rome?
Hey, what up, Ruben?
Man, I just want to send a shout out to Raider Dave. If we could play the Raider fan song for him, because I know you like to get jiggy to it, Rome.
That's hilarious.
I'm still waiting for that push-up, fool.
Oh, Raider Dave. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll let
I'm
him
still waiting
know.
for that push-up, so you know what I mean? He was the one bragging about him, so. hey, Rome, on another note real quick, hey, what's up? We doing no turkey bowling this year?
Yeah, we're doing turkey bowling on Tuesday over at Marie Callender's on California Avenue.
All right, I'm ready for it.
You know, Raider David won it like 3 times, and he's the returning champion.
Well, Rome, he practices like 2 weeks before. He's all day long throwing that turkey, just throwing it. You know, him and Seahawk who? You know what I mean? One throws it one way, and the other one throws it another.
All right, Ruben, get out.
Later, bro.
Yeah, we are doing turkey bowling again. We do it every year. Tuesday. It's Tuesday the 25th over at the Marie Callender's right here over on California Avenue. You're going to win a complete turkey dinner. Whoever can knock down the most turkeys. The most pins with a turkey, frozen turkey, gets it. I know we got some extra turkeys we're going to give away as well. We'll have some other prizes for you giving us. So come on down. You guys know where Marie Callender's is. That's where you get your pies for the holidays. Somebody just asked me right now also, hey, Rome, how you going to make your turkey this year? I'm not making a turkey this year. I'm making prime rib. In fact, I just went over to my spot. If you guys don't know the spot, the Albertsons on Rosedale. That's my spot. They got the best. They got the best crew, the best meat department over there at the Rosedale Albertsons. Is it on Rosedale and Allen? I think. Yeah, they got the best. I like the folks over there that run that meat department. All right, 842-547-7. So no, I will not be making a turkey. Well, I might make a small turkey. I don't know. You know how it goes. But yeah, I'm making prime rib. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, already 4254777. I want to talk about the holidays. The holidays are coming, right? And you're going to have a lot of family over your house. I don't know if you're hosting Thanksgiving or if Thanksgiving's being hosted at your mom's or your dad's or your parents or, there's always family members that cause problems. I don't know why it is. It's just most of you have family members that cause problems when everybody gets together. Sometimes it's a tia, sometimes it's a niece, a nephew, sometimes it's a Theo, sometimes it's your mom, sometimes it's somebody that married into the family. Sometimes it's a girlfriend or a boyfriend. What do you do? How do you handle it? Who is that person? And the reason I bring this up is because I got this text message yesterday. And it goes like this. Hey, Romeo, I want to talk about Thanksgiving. I need your opinion on this. Now, my mom and dad, we always have Thanksgiving at their house. Now, mind you, there's 2 of us girls and 2 of us, 2 boys. So there's 4 of us all together. 3 of us are married. My youngest brother, the youngest in the family, has a girlfriend for a couple of years. Now, they're not married and they don't live together, but they do come over for Thanksgiving and Christmas and special occasions. This year, we are doing it at my house because my mom and dad are getting a little older and we didn't want to put it all on them. So Thanksgiving is at my house this year. Now, my youngest brother's girlfriend is always causing problems. She thinks that she's better than all of us, and she will say things passive aggressively like, oh, I wouldn't have done it that way, or why did you do it like that? So she's always causing drama to make herself look better and try to degrade us. I don't want her at my house, Romeo, but how can I invite my younger brother? Because I know he's going to bring her. Wow, that's a good question. You said that they don't live together, right? And they've only been going out for a couple of years. Well, where does she go? Does she have family here? Well, I mean, when you say that she shows up for special occasions, do they stay? Does she have her own family to go to? I mean, that's a big question. I'm just going to guess she does. Or maybe do they live in town? I'm going to guess. I'm just going to guess she does. So gosh, it's such a tough scenario because when it's your mom and dad's house, it's your mom and dad's problem. When it's your house, now it's your problem. And I am the worst person to ask about this because at my house, there are people that I won't invite over. There are people that can't come over, and they know they can't come over. I have family members that I won't allow in my house. Now, my mom allows them in her house, but that's her house, not mine. So if I'm at my mom's house and there's one of my family members comes over that I don't care for, then I have to accept it because it's her house, or I have to leave. But I will tell people they can't be at my house. I have no problem telling you. Nobody's going to come into my house and make me feel uncomfortable or ruin my day. Okay? Just not going to happen. So, but I understand how you people feel. But a lot of you don't understand is because you live around your family. I don't live around my family. Okay? So it is a little easier for me to tell you this. I have friends that are far better than than some family members. I have friends that are amazing and would do anything for me, and family members that would only try to take anything from me. Okay? So I don't give a damn. I don't think blood is thicker than water, like as you guys would say. You guys get put in that position and you don't know what to do about it. But if you need to tell your brother's girlfriend to shut up. Y'all need to just punk her ass and put her in her place, or tell your brother to check her. And why isn't your brother checking her? Why isn't your younger brother telling her not to act like that? I don't understand that. Well, probably because she's sleeping with him, right? Okay. That's a tough situation. What do you do? RD4254-7 I would tell her she can't come, but that's just me. It's easier for me to say that than it probably is for you. You're probably a much nicer person as it pertains to, your family. RD4254-7 It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys, Romeo. All right, so check this out. A woman texted me, and, like the rest of you, the rest of us, you're going to have family at your house for the holidays. And she said that she has a problem with her youngest brother's girlfriend. Apparently, the younger brother and the girlfriend have been going out a couple of years, and she comes to the family events. Well, she always makes snide comments, or she puts down the rest of the family to make herself look better, or she thinks she's better than them, and she tells them, right? She says stuff. So I guess this is the first year, though, they're having it at the sister's house and not mom and dad's house. And it's like I just said, your house, your rules. Mom and dad want to accept it, you got to accept it, right? So what does she do? I don't know. I mean, that's tough. You can tell your youngest brother that he needs to check his girlfriend, but no, guys aren't doing that. Guys are trying to get laid. They're not doing that. So what do? I mean, she could check her. I would just not invite her to my house. I'd say, look, bro, you can come. I love you. You're always welcome in my home. But unless she changes her attitude, you got to leave her at the door. RD4254-7 but it's hard for you to do that because most of you have been raised that blood is thicker than water. Most of you have been raised that your family comes first, even if they treat you horribly. And that is the most ridiculous thing. And I kind of was the same way until I moved to Bakersfield. And I'm here on my own, and I met people. I made friends that really do care about my well-being. Far more than some of my family members ever did. And it's when you figure that out, it's great. But a lot of you live around your family and they've convinced you that even though they treat you horribly, you're supposed to be more loyal to them than to somebody else who treats you far better. RD4254-7 Hey, good morning, Rome. I've always said blood relates us, but don't make us family. Well, I mean, you got to think like that because a lot of you have horrible family members who put you down, who think they're better than you, don't uplift you in any way. And then a lot of you don't even realize it, though, because you grew up with it until you have a spouse who goes, wait a second, look at how they're treating you. Or you have a friend who treats you so much better. So that's why I say you got to tell your brother that she cannot come. And if he doesn't accept that, then, if he don't check his chick, then what are you going to do? He can go to her family's house. RD4254-7 Hey, Rome, blood is thicker than water, but water tastes better. You guys are funny. So what does she do? I mean, I think you tell this is what I'm just going to tell you this. You tell your younger brother, hey, look, man, we're having this at my house. Your girlfriend acts like this. She needs to stop that if she's going to be a part of this family, okay? It's not mom and dad's house. It's my house. And this is what's going to happen. I want everybody in my house to be comfortable and enjoy themselves. That's what you need to tell your brother. And if he don't like it, well, I'm sure there's a restaurant open that he can take his girlfriend to for Thanksgiving. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys, Romeo. All right, so a lady texted me about Thanksgiving and her brother's girlfriend, I guess, thinks she's better than the rest of the family, and says stuff to them, makes comments, snide comments to them. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want her brother's girlfriend at Thanksgiving this year because she's holding it at her house. So the whole family. She got another brother, another sister, and she didn't know what to do. Good morning, y'all. What's going on?
Hey, what up, Rome? See how Glue?
What up, Blue?
Hey, Rome, so this lady, she's going to have to tell her little brother, you got to check your girl or I'm going to check her for you on Thanksgiving. And that's it.
I got to say this, Lou. I'm very surprised to hear you say that because you come across as the guy who would just say, you know what, I'm going to accept it this one day, and somehow you would rationalize that to yourself that it's okay for that one day so you just don't disrupt anybody.
Nah. It's Thanksgiving, Rome. You know I always make the turkey, and it's not going to be ruined by someone else's attitude.
Okay, I
Check her.
never would have guessed that out of you, Lou.
Yeah, check her, or I'm going to check her and then kick both y'all out.
All right.
Like that. Hey, they're going to be too scared to be acting up.
Okay. All right, Lou.
All right,
All
Rome.
right. Already 42547-7. Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that out of Seahawk, Lou. Somebody did text me the same thing or something that I just said. They said, hey, Romeo, I think you're wrong. You got to understand sometimes families don't get along, but they should be together on the holidays. And the sister needs to just understand it's only one day, get over herself and deal with it. Yeah, I totally disagree with that. Why should somebody be uncomfortable in their house, or why should everybody in the house be uncomfortable because of one person that's not even a family member? RD4254-7-7. Romeo Top 94.1. 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
Good morning, Romeo. It's LA Ramboy.
What up, brother? What's going on?
Oh, I'm just, it's just another Thursday, beautiful Thursday morning. I didn't go to work. I just left the AutoZone parking lot. I just switched out 2 light bulbs they gave out on me. Cost me $39. And I can't help but overhear the topic. And honestly, these terrible light bulbs they gave out on me, they make better family members than the ones that I currently have. Hell, I mean, honestly, the way I see it blood isn't really everything. I mean, there's a lot of talk to family members. I mean, and there's only a handful of things that I trust and that are very loyal to me and that I'm very loyal to. In this order, every day when I get home, I mean, it's my guns, my dog, my girlfriend, and my parents. Those are the only ones that truly love me and care for me, and they're always there for me, and they never fail for me.
Give me that order again. Your guns, your dogs,
my firearms. I love my Second Amendment rights.
Your girlfriend's third, and your parents are fourth.
No, I was working my way up to the top.
Oh, okay. So your parents are first, your girlfriend's second, your dog's third.
And my guns are last.
Okay. All right, man.
But yeah, that's pretty much that's my take on today.
All right, man. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. All right.
42547-7. Yeah, the problem with it is this, is that we're always taught that our family is always going to be there first. Our family is always going to have our back every single time. And that's not true. Now, I don't know if that's changed over the years or if it changes depending on, how much time you spend with your family. But I have a big family. I have a real big family, actually. And there's only a couple of them that even know where I live, And, okay, that's fine with me because I have great friends. I'm surrounded, my life in Bakersfield, I've surrounded myself with some great people in Bakersfield over the years that are amazing people. So I ain't tripping. And, you hope that your mom and dad are on your side, and mine are. So it's all good. My brother and sister on my side, we're all good. But once you start thinking that, like this girl who texted, she said, well, her youngest brother, and she said there's 4 siblings, mom and dad. 3 of the siblings are married. The youngest brother has a girlfriend. When you bring her into your household and she berates you because she thinks she's better than you, or she's trying to prove some sort of point to herself, or whatever the case may be, you don't need to deal with that. Just because your brother chose a jackass to go out with. So, and if they get married, well, maybe she's trying to distance him from your family, and that's why she does that. So, but if that's his choice, and you guys can not like it, you guys can think it sucks, but that's his choice. Let him go. If he chooses to be with somebody, and that's another thing when you talk about bringing in spouses, right? They got to fit in with your family, especially if you are a family-oriented group and you all love each other. They got to adjust. You don't got to adjust to them. They got to adjust to you. And they will if they truly love the person they want to be with. They'll adjust for your family. Absolutely. All right, 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo. So I got a text message from a lady who was talking about the drama that comes at Thanksgiving or at holiday functions, apparently. She says she's got a sister and two brothers. And I guess the youngest brother has a girlfriend that always kind of makes snide comments to them, acts like she's better than them. And apparently this year their Thanksgiving dinner is going to be at the sister's house. Usually it's at the parents' house. So, when you go to somebody else's house, you kind of got to accept their company, whoever they have over. So, mom and dad get to make the rules, but it's her house. She does not want the brother's girlfriend at her house, especially if she's going to act the way she acts. She was asking me what I thought about it. I think you need to not invite her, but it's easy for me to say that because I'm not the one who has to do it for you. I would do it. Already 4254778 Romeo. Did you ever consider that maybe the girlfriend is better than them? And that the way they treated her, that the way they treated her when they met her has made her the way she is now? You said they've been married. No, they've been dating a couple of years and they don't live together. That's the other thing. If they don't live together, that changes the dynamic of boyfriend, girlfriend versus boyfriend, girlfriend that live together. So I think you have every right to not invite her. Tell your younger brother, hey, she acts like this. Assuming, did you guys start it? Who started it? Did you guys start it first? Maybe they started. Yeah, I don't know. All right, 842-547-7. What does she do? Show me outside 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, good morning out. What's going on?
Hey, what up, Rome? Seahawk Lou again.
What up, Lou?
Hey, Rome. That last person that called and said, oh, what if the family treated her wrong? That's why she's like that.
Yeah.
I think that's bullcrap, man.
Well, I kind of do too, but okay.
well, it's because hey, if they treated you wrong, why don't you just say something instead of acting up all the time? You're with them now. Just,
sure.
Hey, you guys, you know what? Honestly, I don't like the way you guys talk to me, blah, 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 or whatever happened.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know what I mean? Settle that.
Okay. I mean, don't be petty. Don't hold a grudge. Figure it all out if you're going to be a part of that family.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't be petty, man.
All right. Okay.
That's just an excuse to play victim. That's why I have my attitude. Hell no, that's crazy. Get out of here.
All right.
Can't even take a piece of Thanksgiving turkey. Just get out.
All right.
Hell nah. All right, Ron.
Later. Well, I am kind of the belief, and you have to take this, what I say to you right now, with a grain of salt, okay? Because in general, it is more your responsibility to fit in with the family that you marry into. Okay, but let me just preference it by saying, unless they are just complete jackasses and they are completely out of pocket when you first meet them, then all bets are off. But if they are a family that just a regular cool, they're cool. They're not, they might do some things that I don't know, you don't do, whatever that may be, but not in a negative way, if that makes sense to you. But I just believe it's your responsibility to fit in with them, okay? Then after you get married and all that stuff, now they're your family. And if, you have a right, you have a say in the family, okay? As a girlfriend, you have no say in your boyfriend's family, okay? As a wife or a husband, oh, absolutely, you have a say in that family because now you're in. They jumped you in. You gotta, But I think it's your responsibility at first to kind of navigate and be accepted into that family. Unless they're just completely out of line, then that's a different story. But I'm just talking about all things being equal. Already 42547-7. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Already 42547-7. Hey, Romeo, I just heard what you said when you talked about marrying into a family. that once you're in, you have a say, right? Well, let me ask you this question. I married into a family. My wife has 3 sisters and a brother. All of them are married. I married the oldest sister, actually the oldest sibling, so I've been married into the family the longest. Does that mean that I have more say than the youngest sibling spouse who just married into the family a couple of years ago? So now there's a hierarchy of the spouses of what do you call them? The spouses that moved in. There's a hierarchy now. I don't know. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, you can. I'll tell you what, bro. You can have more say than the dude that just married in. I'm assuming that he must be a guy. If you're asking me this question, you can have You can have more say in that family because you've been in it longer. Okay, I'm gonna give you that. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo. All right, 842-547-7. What'd you send me here? Yo, Rome. Hey man, I'm trying to get some tamales. It's that time of year. You know where I can get some? Yeah, go to my guy over there at Lowe's. Taurus Catering at Lowe's. I just actually went by there the other day and he was making tamales. Little carnitas tamales. I put some chile verde sauce on it, took it home, threw a couple of eggs. He'll even throw a couple of eggs on it for you if you want to eat it that way. But yeah, my man's got some tamales. Go to Taurus Catering right there in front of Lowe's. He'll hook you up. I want to talk a little bit about. Am I making tamales this year? I just realized. I think this might be the first year in like 20 years I haven't made tamales. Oh well, I'll go get my own. I want to talk about drama. When it comes, this girl's talking about how to avoid drama. There are lots of you right now. Thanksgiving is what, a week away? It's a week from today. There are a lot of you right now listening who are, thinking about what's coming on Thursday. You got to get together with your family. You actually know which family member is going to cause the most drama. And it happens every year. And you just kind of, prepare for it, right? You do. That's just what you do. All right, 842-547-7. I don't know. Are there families out there that don't have to deal with any type of drama when they get together with the rest of their family for a holiday? And who does cause the drama? You guys know. You guys listening right now already know who's going to bring the most drama to the family function on Thursday. Who is it? 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo. All right, so Thanksgiving is on Thursday, right about a week away. You guys know. You guys already know what family member, who's going to bring the drama to your Thanksgiving. They do it every year. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, what up, Rome? Seahawk Lou.
Lou, what?
Hey, we're talking about family drama, man. This is like it's something I was just talking about last night.
Oh, okay. What's up, Lou?
So I would say I do bring a lot of drama, but it has some reasoning to it. So I'm the problem. You know what I mean?
You're the problem, Lou.
Yeah.
Why are you the problem? Why can't you stop?
It's because sometimes some people say some idiotic things that I have to say something about it, bro. I can't stay quiet.
Why not?
Because that's just how I am, bro.
Are they personally attacking you or just saying stupid things?
Sometimes I feel like they're personally attacking me low-key, though. Like they throw shade, you know what I mean?
But Lou, we all know you're an idiot.
No, it's not even that. And also, why do you put eggs on your tamales, man? You don't put ketchup like the rest of us?
No, I fry them up. I fry them up a little bit, and then I throw some fried eggs on them over easy style.
Oh, my God,
then some salsa and some cheese, man.
No, just throw some ketchup and you're good.
Yeah, you really need to keep your mouth shut. I mean, Lou, come on, Lou. Sometimes I can't with that fool. No, maybe he is the problem, but Lou, you don't need to go out of your way to be the problem, man. Just shut up. Just stop talking. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, R8425477. Hey, Rome, you talking about drama at Thanksgiving. You ever have any drama at your house at Thanksgiving? No. I haven't had drama at my house, or I haven't had drama at Thanksgiving for years. I used to have drama when my grandmother was alive. My dad's mom was alive. I would go to her house, and the wives, the spouses of my uncles, they would argue over who had the better husband, and flash each other's whatever they got, in front of each other. They would do that. But after that, I'm trying to think if I had any. My mom's house. My mom's mom. She regulated. She was married to a military man who loved her to death, and whatever she wanted went. So my other grandma, she didn't have no drama. I think we ever had drama there, not that I'm aware of. And she made everything for everybody. Everything we wanted as a kid. We wanted, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for Thanksgiving. She'd make it. And if anybody said anything about it, my grandfather came in and said, nope, that's what her grandkids want. They'll have whatever they want. Yeah, it was no drama there. My mom's house, I don't have any drama at my mom's house. No, my dad's house. My dad doesn't really celebrate Thanksgiving too much. My mom's house, though, no. My mom I don't think I've had drama in years. The last thing that happened was I had Thanksgiving one year at my house, and I had a bunch of people over, and one of my friends brought their mom, and she wanted me to turn off the football game for dinner, and there ain't no way in hell that's happening. So we had to check her real quick. No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think. No, all the people I hang out with are cool. I don't think I'm trying to remember. I'm sure something happened. I just don't recall. But yeah, no, most of the people around my that are coming to my house this year, they don't. They're laid back. Everybody wants to watch football, have wine, have whiskey and wine, and hang out, have a good time. Yeah. Already 4254777. Yo, Rome, are you having your football game again before Thanksgiving? When did I ever have a football game before Thanksgiving? No, I'm not. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, RD4254777. You guys remember this? You guys know what a Friendsgiving is? I don't know. Where did it come from? Some show, right? I don't know. I've never been to a Friendsgiving. Usually all my friends and my family all get along with each other. So they just, if you want to come to the house for Thanksgiving, come to the house. We'll be there. But my boy just asked me, hey, Rome, what up? Are we going to do us a Friendsgiving? Yeah, we can do it at Social House. Call me when you guys are all available. We'll meet at Social House and have a Friendsgiving, okay? Because I am not making two Thanksgivings. You either come to my house when I make it on Thursday, or we can meet at Social House. R8425477. I'm good either way. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1.